So, welcome back. Owen and I would like to thank you for being with us on the Lenten journey. And we're working our way through the journey. We're in kind of that midway through Lent time. And we find that it's a really nice time to reflect on where you've been, where you are, perhaps where you're going, perhaps noticing the path that you've chosen and noticing where you are on the path. So as you notice, I have up on the screen a very snowy path. And I just wanted to share with you some reflections I've had this week. So I've been doing a lot of actual literal choosing of paths to take in the woods this past week, knowing that conditions at the bottom of the mountain are going to be very different than the top of the mountain. And the challenges of just getting there, the challenges of knowing what to have with to be sure that I'm warm, to be sure that I'm safe. And the reminders that one person's easy path is another person's hard path. And remembering to accept myself where I am, exactly as I am. Knowing that we're all not in the same place or in the same condition. And knowing that sometimes part of the challenge is just to get there, to make sure that we have enough energy, enough gas in our tank, that we have the directions, we know what direction we're going in, that we've brought those extra pieces that we just might need as we move into different places and extra different challenges come up, like temperature dropping, wind picking up, precipitation, clouds. Making sure that we have all we need. And then as we start the journey, knowing that we have everything we need with us. Literally, everything we need with us. Enough layers to keep us warm as the climate changes. Enough stuff in our pack to keep us safe if the really unexpected happens. And then it's simply taking one step after another. And again, we're not all in the same place, and we're not all in the same condition. What is easy for one person is very challenging for another. What was easy 2 years ago is not necessarily easy now. And I'll just share with you some thoughts that I had as the trail got a little extra challenging, a little extra upward. And I sat for a moment and my thoughts revolved around these things. Please make this mountain smaller. Please, can the end be just a little bit closer? Could this path be just a little bit flatter? And I realized as I was there with all these thoughts going through my head as I was being challenged that I was asking that the mountain change for me. And I had to laugh. And then moments later, as I had all these thoughts going through my head, and I literally had a smile on my lips as I was asking the mountain to change for me, a lovely young woman runs by, literally runs by up the mountain, dodging patches underneath all of that snow is some nice little ice patches. And I just had this moment of compassion for her and compassion for myself at the same time. I was very proud of this woman for running up the mountain. And I was just fine with myself. And I realized that I had everything that I needed. I didn't need the mountain to change for me to become shorter, or the end to come a little closer, or the path to be a little flatter. I realized I just needed to dig into my own strength and perseverance, and to remember that I had enough and I had everything I needed with me. I just needed a little patience, a little kindness, and to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. There are times when it's appropriate to turn around, and there are times when it's appropriate to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And remembering there are beginnings, and there are new beginnings, and there are new beginnings. So I want you to just close your eyes and open your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. Let that breath go. Feeling the wind within your own being. And take a moment to notice, where are you on the journey? Maybe you know you're at the beginning or the middle or nearing the end. Maybe it's been easy. Maybe it's been really challenging. Maybe it's somewhere in between. Maybe you've been challenged but persevering, and maybe you've been really struggling. Take this moment now to reflect on where you are on the path. Maybe even pause and sit at the side of the trail, have a snack or a glass of water. Notice if you're going in the right direction. Notice if there's anything you need. Perhaps even noticing if the right path is to just stay where you are for a little longer, to offer yourself rest and nourishment. Perhaps you find that you need a little support, that maybe there's someone who can help you, who can encourage you. Maybe there's others on your path that you can support and encourage. Take a nice deep breath in, rest your hands on your heart, and just notice where you are. And know that wherever you're at is perfect. Know that wherever you're at is perfect. Many blessings for a new week. Thank you for joining us, and we will be with you next week.